The other day I was editing a YouTube video. I was just grinding away at the edit, but I accidentally turned my mouse upside down. When I realized what I had done, I began to wonder, could I use my mouse upside down? Would it actually work? Would I actually be able to get used to it? Or would I utterly fail at anything I tried to do?
So I'm going to try that today. I'm going to try to use a computer mouse upside down. So the first thing I'm going to try and do is edit a video like I was doing when I first had this idea. I have 4 clips that I shot out of the window of the airplane when my family and I took our trip back to America, and I'm going to try and edit them with my mouse upside down. Alright, so first things first, I've got to take my mouse and flip it upside down. I'm not sure if you would call this upside down or backwards, because upside down might mean like using it like this, but I'm going to call it upside down because this is my video. What I'm really wondering here is if my brain can over time like get used to it. I don't know if I'm going to be practicing for long enough for that to happen, but like I've heard of people who use like the glasses that make what they see be perfectly upside down and eventually their brain corrects it. Maybe I'll eventually get used to this. I don't know, but we're gonna just see. It's an experiment, scientific research. I have to figure out what I want to do with my edit. I'm gonna go through my footage here. I can edit off my keyboard though, so for part of this I don't need my mouse. Whoa. But we don't need that. Down here. Feels so weird to right click and drag to select. Oh, that's so hard. We did it. What's really hard is that I can't put my hand over the mouse. I have to just reach here on the buttons, and that gets really annoying, but we're getting used to it. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to do just a really basic edit, and I'm going to make like some words or something float on the wing in this middle clip. So I'm going to delete the front one. Up. And then I'll delete the back one. That was fast. Okay, but now this is work in Fusion, so this is going to be a wee bit complicated. Thank the Lord for keyboard shortcuts. So the first thing I need in Fusion is a tracking node. You know, this is kind of also like an editing tutorial. Kind of. So tracker node, we add that. Now I'll get rid of my inspector. And that one. This will be hard. Maybe not. Yes, we did it. Okay. So now I can go over here. I can just kind of grab this and put it down here on the wing at a high contrast point. I think something that stays in the shot for the entire picture. I think this spot right in here with like these 3 different textures, that looks pretty good. So now I'll go up here to the inspector and then I'll tell it track forward. And then I wait. By frame, it tracks. As you can see, if you watch these 2 viewers right down in here, it's steady. It looks like it's jumping around a little in my upper viewer, but it's only slightly vibrating in my lower viewer. For the most part, these 2 viewers down here, steady. That's what I love about the tracker node. I love doing tracking. It's so fun. Here in a second, the camera really shakes and it might have a hard time tracking at that point, but we'll see. We're almost done. It dips up, whoa. And yeah, it lost it. It just lost it. Yeah. Hey, we can trim that. We can trim that out. We need to go down to the edit page. Then I can use my keyboard shortcuts Right in there. I'll do that. Go down to Fusion. We open this back up. Now we go over here where it says Operation in the Inspector. We set this to Match Move. FG only. Control C. Now, Control V. Yeah, here we go. That worked. So now I go down. This is so hard. And just unhook this. Oh, these lines are so thin. Drag that down. There we go. I'm not sure what happened here. Like, this is so confusing. Hold up. That goes away. And that. Yeah, whoa. Wow. Stop it. This is so hard. Stop it! What is happening? Hold on. I'm gonna grab onto that and go slowly. Yes! Okay, we did it. Now we need to unhook this. And we need to hook this to the yellow. And then hook this to the green. Then hook this back to the yellow. Here, so we'll just grab that, bring it down, we'll plug it into, I don't know. No, stop it. Up. Plug it in. Okay. Now into the text, I'm going to type the greatest word, subscribe. I then select one of the greatest fonts of all time, Obelix Pro. Guys, we did it. With our mouse upside down, we successfully did this kind of an edit right here. Level 1 is done.
All right, level 2, I have to design a t-shirt in Canva. American flag. We're actually gonna change the color because I just had an idea for a design. I'm gonna make my t-shirt like a dark gray. Looks kind of cool. It is called dark gray. Basically black, but a wee bit lighter. Okay, we're gonna take this, drag it up, plan it right there. We actually need to go out of graphics and go to frames, wherever those are. Frames, drop that, frames, okay. There's a torn paper shape I think will look cool. We already have like a rough edge, but I think under this, we might get something a bit cooler. I think this right here. Okay, now if I drag this into, that's not gonna work. Okay, we have to go get the American flag again. We're just gonna try this again with a different American flag. American flag. It's a cool flag. Alright, we'll try this one. This is gonna be hard, is getting it like centered. Not like centered, getting it centered. I'm so used to dragging, I don't. I want to pull straight down. We did it. Text. I'm gonna say something super American. Land. That's not American. It's part of a bigger phrase. I think you probably know it. Shrink it. Blow it up. Like so. I think we need to first find a font. There's one I know that I think looks kind of cool, but I don't remember its name. Let's make that bigger. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Now we're gonna just kind of play around with it, like do that. And now what if we duplicated this and put it right over the top? Right there. We set its color to black. Then we went to layers, show layers. Then we went to this one and we went to effects, remove effect. Does that look cool or no? I like that one. That looks cool. Now I'll duplicate that. Okay. Free. Set this one to free. And then if we stack those two, like that, and group them. Now if I ungroup those two, right click, go to layer, show layers, then I drag this one to down there. This is looking epic. Now we need to add one more piece of text and say of the, and I'm gonna make that kind of like a scripty font. I think it's, hold on, I think Beth Ellen? Yeah, okay. We set that one to hollow, and then I'll duplicate it, set it behind, and remove the effect, then set it to white. Try to put those over the top of each other. Like that right there. And that, my friends, is a successfully finished t-shirt design. I think it looks pretty cool, and I'm happy with how it turned out, and I did it completely with my mouse upside down, which, that's kind of cool. That's all for this video. If you want, you can click on this video that's popping up on your screen right now. I don't really know what's in it, but YouTube thinks you'll like it. It's probably got me in it. I'm just guessing. I'll see you in the next video.